this competitor. He's covered with scars. He's been in these wars and wild no-holds-barred fight.
This is about real wrestling, guys, training in the dungeon and sacrificing your life. 24 years of wrestling, and that's, guys, something that nobody in the world understands. The pressure either makes you or breaks you.
A very good evening. This Friday the 13th. We do hope you're safe and sound and ready for the latest news updates right here on Easy Friday, as prepared by the KBC Channel 1 News Desk. My name is Indimuli.
And my name is Shiksh. Arora. Welcome to the show. We'll be bringing to you a lot in terms of what's happening in the country and beyond. But for now, we'll also be giving you the update of what's been going on with the interview we have later on. Ben Soul.
Oh, yes.
Soulful Man.
Wow.
It's going to be a great show. Make sure you stay right here all the way. The hashtag is Easy Friday.
Oh, yes. Let's start off with the highlights. Somber mood in Gul's Kanjokoma village in Embu as two brothers alleged to have died in police custody are laid to rest.
He was keeping the company of people who are involved in money laundering. One of his associates in a neighboring country had actually been arrested in a third country while he was bribing a minister.
Interior Ministry insists deported Turkish national Harun Aydin is a money launderer masquerading as an investor.
Afadhali kujikinga sababu ujui ya kesho.
And fighting COVID en masse, Nairobi Metropolitan Services launches mass vaccination of city residents.
This is Easy Friday. Remember, if you would like to get in touch with us, the hashtag is Easy Friday. Talk to us at KBC Channel 1, at Shiksh Arora, and at Indimuli. The sign language interpreter is Lucy Mora.
Let's kick off this bulletin. Benson Jiro and his brother Emmanuel Mutura, who died while in police custody in Kanjokoma, Embu County, have been laid to rest.
The mourners who attended the burial ceremony said police officers who came into contact with the deceased must be arraigned in court to explain the circumstances under which the two brothers died.
In a ceremony laced with heavy political undertones, Speaker of the National Assembly Justin Muturi read a speech on behalf of the Deputy President Dr. William Ruto.
Our reporter Caroline Kamau attended the burial in Embu County and filed the following report.
Grief, anger and unanswered questions. Family, friends and residents of Kanjokoma have gathered to bid goodbye to two lives cut short under mysterious circumstances.
We want justice for these comrades, and it will stop with them. You can't kill us in universities and come and kill us at home.
Kanjokoma, we want justice.
Benson Jiro, 22, and his brother Emmanuel Mutura, 19, died in the hands of police.
Sasa tumekaa wiki moja na hatujasikia wale ambao wamekamatwa.
Ukiona tumenyamaza hivi usifikirie tumenyamaza, hatujui vile tunafanya. If within the next 5 days hatutakuwa tumepata ripoti, tutarudi hapa.
Since their demise, Kenyans and especially residents of Kenjokoma have pressured the police to produce those behind the deaths.
We demand justice for Emmanuel. We demand justice for Benson as much as we demand justice for Kimanzi. We need order in this country. We need discipline.
It cannot be that the police who are given the responsibility of protecting the people are the one killing the people. And for this particular case, we want the officers in charge of this particular station to be held personally liable.
As investigations drag on, some allege that there may be an attempt to cover up the truth. The two brothers were arrested by police on 1st August for allegedly contravening the curfew rules, only for their bodies to be discovered in a mortuary 3 days later. Preliminary findings had alleged that the two died after falling from a speeding police vehicle. An autopsy report, however, indicated that they died due to injuries inflicted on the head and ribs. As the two brothers are laid to rest, residents of Kenjokoma still have many unanswered questions. This 2 weeks after their lives were cruelly cut short, and as their souls rest, residents here say they will settle for nothing less than justice for their fallen sons. Reporting for Easy Friday from Kenjokoma, my name is Caroline Kamau.
May their souls rest in eternal peace. Now, moving on, Deputy President William Ruto says he will continue advocating for the rights of ordinary Kenyans.
Speaking after meeting youth from Kiambu at his Karen residence, Ruto said it is the millions of Kenyans at the base of the wealth pyramid that drive the country's economy through their small ventures.
A day after ODM leader Raila Odinga was in Kiambu County.
So we have a bigger agenda than somebody coming up and just telling you, oh, mama mboga, siji, mdogo, ati sasa mkokoteni, siji wilbaro. Hiyo ni takataka. Si takataka.
Deputy President William Ruto hosted a section of youth from the same region at his current residence. Ruto noted that Kenya's politics was shifting to a new path where the common folk are at the center of national conversation.
I want to tell you, Kenya government statistics put the jobless, the mamambogas, the petty traders, the small traders at 15 million. So, if the people you are calling takataka are 15 million, then you have a big problem, my friend.
The Deputy President called on politicians to respect ordinary Kenyans irrespective of their financial status.
Na ndio tunawaambia safari hii, marafiki zetu, anzeni kuzoea hii mjadala mpya na siasa mpya ambayo ni ya kumuondoa mtu mdogo. Hawa ambao mnawaita takataka tuwainue. Kama ni takataka kwenu, watoke huko kwa watakataka, waanze kuwa sasa wa Kenya.
Tumsamehe, sababu kama umezoea mambo ya tibim, tialala, sijui huwezi elewa. Bottom up is not sloganeering, it is an economic model.
Ruto said he will continue advocating for the welfare of ordinary Kenyans. Kevin Washira.
Staying with politics, Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga says he will campaign on the platform of transforming rural economy in next year's general election.
In the clearest indication yet that he will run for president, Raila said he has taken up Deputy President William Ruto's challenge that his competitors declare the manifestos publicly.
Raila said value addition of agricultural products will be a key driver for economic empowerment of rural folk.
Kazi inakuja hapo mbele. Ujihadhari na ile fisi amevaa nguo ya kondoo. Fisi amevaa nguo ya kondoo. Sisi tunajua pale mambo imeenda tengi. Wakati huu mpaka tuwe pamoja.
tuone upande wetu huu tunapata kiongozi wa nchi hii. We are a solid community. Mzee amesimama hapa, sisi si watu wa hoja. Sisi ni watu tunajua pahali tunaenda.
To security matters now, the Ministry of Interior says it has no apologies to make over the deportation of alleged Turkish businessman Harun Aydin 4 days ago. Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i insists that Harun was an international criminal engaged in money laundering while masquerading as an investor.
Appearing before the National Assembly Committee on National Security in Mombasa, Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i defended the alleged deportation of Turkish businessman Harun Aydin on Monday.
I think if we work this way,
Aydin, a Turkish national posing as an energy investor, is alleged to have been issued a work permit on the 20th of June this year. However, there is no trace of his investments in the country to date.
If you have capacity to operate on documents that cannot be attested to by formal institutions, that is in itself evidence that you essentially are a criminal.
Matiang'i further claims details of his personal information, physical address remains scanty.
Even the phone numbers he filled out on the form for which he got the work permit are ringing with some women. They are not his phone numbers.
According to the CS, the Turkish national movements in the last 2 months were flagged out through intel from neighboring countries.
They noticed that he was keeping the company of people who are involved in money laundering. One of his associates in a neighboring country had actually been arrested in a third country while he was bribing a minister. So when this was flagged to us, we of course also got interested in this person.
Harun is said to have sneaked into the country twice, taking advantage of the laxity on VIP clearance in his travels.
If you come in a private jet and you are accompanying a VIP and so on, all those passports, 6 or 7 of them are taken there at the same time. It's very easy to omit one passport.
The alleged investor, the CS says, could not be arraigned in the country's court following a bilateral agreement with the Turkish government.
This is a government that enjoys a solid and respectable relationship with our government. We agreed with them that we would surrender their citizens to them so that they can deal with them, just like we have done quite a number of citizens of other countries. I wouldn't bring myself as a responsible public servant to apologize to anybody about this kind of person. And that is why I said the government of the Republic of Kenya, the decent and honorable government of the Republic of Kenya cannot, would not, and has not apologized because there is nothing wrong we have done on this matter.
As the dust settles on the Aydin drama, the Ministry of Interior acknowledges that there is need to seal loopholes that exist in porous borders as well as VIP clearances in and out of the country. Juni Karisambele from Mombasa County for the Easy Friday.
Now, the Nairobi Metropolitan Services has stepped up efforts in the fight against COVID-19 through mass vaccination of city residents. On Friday, thousands of Kenyans in the city turned up for the exercise in various centres as the NMS said the war on COVID-19 can only be won if Kenyans pull together. Nairobi County continues to lead in the number of COVID-19 cases in the country.
The Nairobi Metropolitan Services, in collaboration with the National Multi-Agency Command Center on COVID-19, is conducting a mass vaccination drive targeting residents of 6 sub-counties within the city.
I will encourage for more to come because we are conducting the exercise from today, Friday, up to Sunday. However, from Monday, you can also access the vaccine in our public health facilities. And I'll urge the community to come for the vaccine because it is free and we are giving to all ages from 18 years and above.
I too heeded to the call to get the jab, which many Kenyans hope is the best bet in the battle against the invisible enemy.
No, that is another thing. I'm not confident. I don't know if it works or it doesn't work, but we are hopeful that it will protect us. That is a major concern.
Okay, vyenye naona watu wanagojeka, watu wanakufa na kujikinga ni poa.
Afadhali kujikinga, sababu ujui ya kesho.
Ni waendelee kuelimisha watu waelewe kwa nini wanafaa kudungwa,
manufaa ya hii vaccine.
Wengine wanafikiri ni huduma cards zinachukuliwa kitu kama hiyo. So wangezunguka na at least public address system waambie watu ni nini inafanyika hapa ndani.
While affirming the safety of the vaccine, Malkia Abuga, who is a community health coordinator at the Nairobi Metropolitan Services, has warned against laxity among Kenyans in the war against COVID-19.
The vaccine is just to help boost our immune, but it doesn't mean after being vaccinated you cannot get COVID-19. Kindly let the members of the public observe the preventive measures for COVID-19.
At the Mihango Stadium, Major General Ayub Matiri, the commanding officer of the National Command Center for COVID-19, warned against spreading negative propaganda about the jab, calling on residents to take advantage of the opportunity.
This vaccine has been proven it's safe, and people should not fear taking the vaccine. This is the last resort, so we need to ensure that all our population is vaccinated.
This coming as Baringo County is recording a sharp spike in the COVID now filled beyond capacity.
Been given that license to dispose unclaimed bodies from our morgues to decongest so that we continue receiving other bodies from upcountry and from our hospitals. We are experiencing the number of cases, infections are rising. The hospitalizations is rising, the deaths are rising.
The county has only 8 ICU beds, which are currently fully occupied. For Easy Friday, I'm Safin Aching Oma.
And now to the latest COVID-19 daily update. Kenya has recorded close to 1,500 new COVID-19 cases from a sample size of about 11,000 tested in the last 24 hours.
Now, the latest figures represent a positivity rate of 13%.
29 new deaths have also been reported, one of them having occurred in the last 24 hours, while the rest are from audits conducted on diverse dates in the months of April, May, June, July and August.
1,000 patients have recovered from the disease, while another 2,000 are still admitted to hospitals.
Other patients in hospital, 136 are in the intensive care unit. Globally, over 200 million infections have been reported, with over 4 million deaths. Time now for our first break. And remember, the big interview later on. Ben Sol will be in studio with Shiksh, Arora.
Absolutely. Keep talking to us, keep interacting with us. The hashtag is Easy Friday. Lots of feedback coming in.
I've seen a question that you were asking people what is their favorite Ben Sol tune. Yeah?
What's yours?
Well, I've seen one here, and someone is saying, and I've heard that tune, I can't remember.
Nairobi,
Lucy, I love you, lakini kama tuko wengi tusilazimishe.
I'm impressed. You've impressed me, Indimuli.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a break.
Kupata aliye mzuri kama skiza tune, bonyeza *811 *817 #.
Usiwahi kumwacha mtu mzuri kwa matarajio ya kumpata mzuri zaidi, kwani unaporejea kumtafuta aliye mzuri, utampata alishaponyoka na kumpata anayemdhamini.
Kupata aliye mzuri kama Skiza Tune, bonyeza *811 *817 hash. *811 *817 hash.
Uanzaje kuomba? Sijali nitakufundisha kuomba pole pole. Pete said hi. Can you just leave? Ameitikia. I was hoping that maybe we could have breakfast together, please.
Are you sure?
Am I sure that I want to have breakfast with my husband?
Jana tu ndo umenitajia Magda.
But you're still my husband and my son's father will never do anything to harm you.
Christine wamesikizana na baba Felix tena? Ni mwanamke gani atasikizana na mwanamke amejaa kiburi hivyo? Lakini Christine ni mrembo pia. Urembo peke yake haitoshi.
Is Fiona back?
Is your husband at home?
That's none of your business.
And this family is none of yours.
University of Eastern Africa Baraton will be holding its 39th graduation ceremony virtually, commencing on Thursday 12th to the D-Day on Sunday 15th of August 2021 from 9 a.m. Catch the virtual event live on KBC, Baraton TV and Hope Channel. University of Eastern Africa Baraton, a chartered Seventh-day Adventist Church institution of higher learning.
Proving that to be a leader, you do not need a title or a position. All you need is to influence and have an impact on people.
It's like every stage that I've been in life, I always feel like there's a better tomorrow.
And do you think it's possible to be in politics and have integrity or even be born again? Is it possible?
The moment you, like when I say the moment you're mentioned for a certain position, your close friends become your enemies. And the meeting I went, the women were like, I can say it in Kiswahili. Sasa huyu amevaa hizi nini za miguu. Atakuwaje kiongozi? You know?
Welcome back. You're watching Easy Friday right here on KBC Channel 1.
All right, moving on. The families of 4 men killed by a mob in Kitengela 3 days ago are crying for justice, disputing claims that the young men were criminals.
Now, the 4 reportedly lynched by villagers of Enkamuriaki on suspicion of livestock theft as well as theft of motorcycles and documents that they had allegedly torched.
Take a look.
At this home in Syokimau, burial preparations for 2 brothers, 30-year-old Frederick Mureithi and 25-year-old Victor Mwangi, are underway. The charred parts of their motorbikes telling the tales of the ordeal they faced. The 2 brothers were lynched on the 8th of August alongside their 2 friends, Mike Onduso, aged 29 years, and Nicholas Chengo, aged 28 years, on suspicion of livestock theft. Their families are now calling for justice, claiming their kin had no criminal records.
Tunajua sio wezi. Aya, hii kipikipi ambayo walikuwa wanaendesha wakiwa watu wanne na wako na kipikipi 3 na wanasema wanahutumiwa ati ni wezi wa mifugo. Unashangaa watu wezi wa mifugo wanaweza kusafirisha mifugo namna gani na kipikipi ambaye haina carrier. Huyo kijana mdogo, because yeye ni sound engineer na hakuagi kwa job throughout, yeye ndio ako responsible ya construction ya mama yake.
They want concerned security agencies to hasten investigations and unravel the motive behind the killing.
Nige hope ama nige matarajio yangu ni justice ipatikane, kwa sababu vile tuliona na vile tunajua hii watoto ile allegation ilikuwa imetokea mbele ati ni wanaweza kuwa ni wahalifu, si wahalifu. Hata polisi wenyewe walisema hao vijana vile walienda na wakaobserve the location of scene, walikuta ati hakuna any evidence ambayo inaonyesha hao watu walikuwa wahalifu.
A senior sub-county police commander Charles Chepkonga says investigations are underway, but so far no arrests have been made.
Natumai haki itapatikana. Hatuwezi sema ya kwamba hawa hata kama walikuwa wezi wako na haki ya wangetakana wapelekwe kotini kama walikuwa ni wezi, lakini kwa sababu waliwawa kwa njia ambayo inatatanisha, so tunaendelea kuchunguza.
Meanwhile, police officers from Kikuyu have arrested a middle-aged woman who is the prime suspect in the killing of a Form 2 student. The two are said to have had an argument over constant power outage before the suspect allegedly stabbed the victim several times, killing him on the spot.
Sasa kijana akatoka kuangalia socket breaker ni nini baya mambo na stima. Sasa huyo mwanamke akadhani ni huyo kijana alikuwa anapika na stima na hita. Sasa huyo mwanamke akaambia kijana asimzuie kupika, akamduga visu 3, kijana akafariki hapo hapo.
Kikuyu Sub-County Police Commander said that investigations into the killing have commenced. Nancy Okware, Easy Friday.
Time now for another breaker, but before that, let's sample some of your feedback. I can see Maurice Eustace says KBC Channel 1 more independent than other mainstream media houses, minimal fake news and biases. Thank you so much, Maurice Eustace. Keep watching Easy Friday, and this is KBC.
Another one here from Eugene who says, this cold in Thika, man. I agree, the cold, not just in Thika, but everywhere. We've also got one from Indimuli's place, which last time he corrected me. Let me try and get it right, okay? This is from Beltisa_1, and she says, he says, watching from Huisero.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
My dad was happy, actually.
Will he
with
be
your
proud of me?
Very proud.
Right. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with business news.
This snake has no venom, but it's clearly not harmless because it's a python and it's incredibly strong.
Those are devils. They need to be killed. So I said, no, I think they need their life. They go to the local mgangas, they die.
The amount of venom that came out of it, minute. This is enough to kill an elephant.
If somebody's afraid of snakes, I am actually the dawa. I know how to get rid of those fear. My name is Boniface Momanyi, and I am a wildlife warrior.
He's been in these wars and wild, no-holds-barred fight.
This is about real wrestling, guys, training in the dungeon and sacrificing your life. 24 years of wrestling, and that's, guys, something that nobody in the world understands. The pressure either makes you or breaks you.
Let's now focus on matters of business on this Easy Friday edition. My name is Carol Jenger. Now, debt management and economic recovery will form the heart of Omani National Congress administration. ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi has said he will further engage with multilateral lenders to restructure Kenya's debt portfolio. Let's take a look at that story. Public debt hit 7.7 trillion shillings in June, according to data from Central Bank. The debt comprised of 3.6 billion shillings domestic and 4 billion shillings external debt. The government raised its debt ceiling of 9 trillion shillings to accommodate gaps in its expenditure needs amid underperforming tax collections. Omani National Congress Party says it will review the debt management system to curb the burgeoning debt if elected into office. While unveiling his manifesto dubbed Uchumi Bora, ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi says his administration will engage all stakeholders to restructure and renegotiate Kenya's debt to avoid a debt trap.
The debt will grow because you are being taxed more by the government of the day to settle external debt. So ile pesa mfukoni, which you're supposed to have, is diminishing. And your household debt is growing. Your poverty levels are growing. So these are the issues that we need to arrest.
Musalia has also criticized the current tax regime, saying it's punitive and curtailing the growth of small businesses.
It is not about additional tax. Can we bring into the fold new taxpayers? More young and energetic people getting jobs, bring them into the tax bracket, and in the process we can now have a threshold that will lower taxes.
On cost of power, Musalia says speedy renegotiations of power purchase agreements will help reduce the cost of doing business in the country.
Until you make the cost of power affordable, you are going to render all our manufacturers uncompetitive. About 40% of production costs in manufacturing is the cost of energy. We have to address these things.
Manufacturers have decried high fuel prices and high cost of power, saying it's eroding Kenya's business competitive edge. The ANC economic agenda will prioritize economic recovery, job creation, wealth creation, and economic governance. Now, to fish production, the government is intensifying fish production in ponds in 15 high potential counties to boost food security and nutrition. Fisheries Principal Secretary Dr. Francis Owino says this is under the Aquaculture Business Development Program that seeks to boost production to meet demand that currently stands at 600,000 metric tons.
Kenya mainly relies on rivers, lakes and the Indian Ocean for fish production that currently stands at 150,000 metric tons against demand that is 4 times higher. To address the supply gap, the government is encouraging residents in 15 high potential counties to embrace fish farming through fish ponds. Under the Aquaculture Business Development Program, 15 billion shillings is being invested in boosting fish production.
We have issued 292 pond liners for this county. We have issued 38 predator nets. We have released 5 motorcycles for frontline extension staff to facilitate the linkage between the farmer and the project.
Fisheries Principal Secretary Dr. Francis Owino says, unlike other agricultural ventures, fish is not labor intensive and cost output is low.
Jinsi ambavyo tutaweza kuzuia samaki kutoka nje ni sisi wenyewe tuanze kukuza samaki, ile itatufaa sisi katika needs zetu, kisha tuanze kutoa nje kama export.
Under the program, the government targets to double the current per capita fish consumption from the current 4.5 kilos per person annually to over 10 kilos per person by the year 2030. For Easy Friday, I'm Brian Munyoki.
Now, power interruptions in Narok County will soon be a thing of the past once the construction of 132 kilovolts all-carrier Narok transmission power line is completed. Kenya Electricity Transmission Company engineer Nicholas Kandie says the project is 84% complete, with the remaining section to be done by the end of this year.
The power line is expected to be completed by November this year, with 54 kilometers of the 68 kilometers power line already completed.
All foundations are done. We are remaining with 20 tower erections to be completed.
The power line is expected to do away with power outages within Narok County and its environs once it is complete.
The power that we are using in Narok is not adequate. That is why we have power fluctuations and surges during peak hours.
Narok County Commissioner Evans Achoki says the Narok Development Implementation Committee is working closely with Kenya Electricity Transmission Company to beat the November deadline, assuring Narok residents of improved power supply once the project is operational.
So I want to take this opportunity to assure residents of Narok that in 2 months' time, power fluctuation in Narok town will end and there will be adequate, stable and reliable supply of power in Narok and Narok town and its environment.
For Easy Friday, I'm Brian Munyuoki.
Well, and that is how we wrap up business for tonight. Karen Kibet is coming up next with the sports update. My name is Carol Jenger. Have a great weekend.
Welcome back. I do hope your evening is treating you well. It's now time for us to get a little bit sporty. My name is Karen Kibet. Now, newly crowned Tokyo Olympics women's marathon champion Paris Jepchirchir and Amos Kipruto had a grand reception today at the Eldoret airport after a successful athletics outing in the Tokyo Olympics. Friends and family lined up at the Eldoret airport ready to receive them with the Kalenjin delicacy of murzik, and as well as the traditional flowers known as sinendet, which are usually given to heroes and heroines. Paris, who clocked 2 hours 27 minutes and 20 seconds ahead of the world record holder Brigitte Kosgei, said that she decided to take a step forward after her compatriot hinted to her that she was exhausted and she could not keep on with the pace. Being the first time in a full marathon, Jepchirchir went ahead and showed her prowess in the marathon, emerging the winner at the long-distance race. The elated Jepchirchir revealed that the Olympics was a big test to her since she was set to run alongside the world's best.
I knew that Olympics is not easy. People that we are training, we are going to compete together. They are stronger than me. They are champions. They have run many marathons. Because this is my first time to be in the Olympic, and wow, this is the third marathon for me. Makofi. But God has done with me, and now I glory His name.
We are with you, and we are supporting you, and we want to make athletics one of the best in this part of the world. You have put Kenya on top of Africa. You have put Kenya among the top countries in the world.
Safaricom on Friday announced a 65.5 million sponsorship for the World Athletics Under-20 Championships, scheduled to take place from 17th to 22nd August at the Moi International Sports Centre Kasarani in Nairobi. Kenya is the defending World Under-20 champions, having topped the medal standings in Finland in the last edition in 2018.
Data for internet during the entire event, including connectivity at the fully kitted media center, and will also extend to the score recorder's office, event management office, as well as Nya National Stadium, which is reserved as a training ground.
Safaricom has more than 20 years history of supporting sports in Kenya, and recently Safaricom supported the Safari Rally, the virtual Liva Marathon, and also the Kenyan Olympic team, and we're proud to continue this tradition today to also support the under 20 World Athletic Championships here in Nairobi next week.
Kenya will be looking for an improved performance from the 2017 IAAF Under-18 Championships, which were also held at the same venue.
The significance of this event is very, very clear. A lot of athletes take it very, very seriously because this is where we will pick up the next lot of new world champions rather. And for us as a country, hosting an event like this means so much for us in that it's the first time it's been held in Africa. It's not been held in Africa before. And having bid and want to host an event of this magnitude, I think means a lot and says a lot about our country as a whole.
Back then, Kenya finished 4th overall and 2nd in Africa after winning 15 medals, including 4 gold medals. Over 1,000 competitors from 128 countries are expected to compete in the global event, which was postponed from 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Kenya is the defending world under-20 champion after topping the medal standings in Tampere, Finland in the last edition in 2018.
Environment Cabinet Secretary Kariako Tobiko has lauded the Great Africa Cycling Safari initiative for creating awareness on the need of conserving the environment. Tobiko was speaking after flagging off the East Africa cyclists who traversed through the county on their way to Naivasha. The safari is also aimed at promoting integration of East Africans and Africans in general.
The 4th edition of the Great African Cycling Safari will enter its 12th day tomorrow in Nakuru County, with different participants from East African region taking part. This year's edition is geared towards creating awareness on climate change and promoting integration of East Africans and Africans in general. This year's event will see cyclists cover 6,000 kilometers within 55 days. Speaking after a tree planting activity held at Ngong, Environment Cabinet Secretary Kariako Tobiko lauded the initiative and urged all county governments to welcome the project, which seeks to create awareness on climate change.
Very proud of you, each one of you. You sacrificed yourself. You have left behind your families, your jobs, your business, to undertake an exercise for the benefit of not just the present generation, but for our children and our children's children. You are the real heroes and heroines.
The tour will pass through Kampala, Kigali, Bujumbura, Dodoma, and terminate in Arusha on the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro. With the 2-day resting period coming to an end today, all the cyclists will be required to kick off to Naivasha tomorrow. Daniel Mwendwa, Sports.
Makueni County Sports Director Ambrose Kisoi has said the county is hopeful the construction works at Water Stadium will be complete by the end of this year. The proposed 30,000-seat capacity stadium was launched by the Deputy President Dr. William Ruto in 2017 after unveiling the Big Four development agenda.
Water Stadium, a project that includes a pavilion, a track, a pitch and a perimeter wall, had been stalled following delays in disbursement of funds. But after the sacking of the contractor, Toughface and Nitram company hired to undertake the construction by Sports Cabinet Secretary earlier this year, works resumed under the supervision of site agent Brian Mooney.
Earlier on, we had issues with these delayed payments, but these issues were sorted out. At the moment, we don't have issues with the payments, and we had a very serious letter, a commitment letter, which we did to the client, that we commit ourselves.
A perimeter wall has already been put up and the laid groundwork for the pitch. The county is hopeful that the construction will be complete by end of this year.
He was preparing to cast the underground tank, and also he was working on some boulders at where we are supposed to have the Western Pavilion. And also we hope that the pace will pick up quite faster than what it is now, so that the stadium can be completed in a short while.
Once complete, the stadium will become the first ever modern stadium in the county of Makueni and will help quench the thirst of sportsmen and women in the county. Frederick Muki for Prime Edition.
And finally, newly promoted Brentford expect to have striker Ivan Toney fit for the English Premier League opener against Arsenal tonight. Meanwhile, European champions Chelsea have re-signed striker Romelu Lukaku for a club record of £97.5 million from Inter Milan. Lukaku, who initially moved from Stamford Bridge as a 17-year-old from Belgian side Anderlecht in 2011, returns to Chelsea on a 5-year deal.
After a long wait, the 2020-2021 English Premier League season kicks off tonight with newly promoted side Brentford welcoming Arsenal to West London. Brentford, nicknamed the Bees, expect forward Ivan Toney to be fit for tonight's game after he missed the final pre-season friendly against Valencia as a precaution over a neck problem. Toney was the top scorer in the championship last season with 31 goals. DR Congo forward Johan Wissa could be involved after completing his recent move from French side Lorient, but Denmark midfielder Matthias Jensen and Josh Da Silva remain unavailable. Arsenal, on the other hand, could hand a competitive debut to £50 million defender Ben White, while Albert Lokonga and Nuno Tavares may also make their Gunners bows. Thomas Partey is out for the rest of the month after suffering an ankle injury in the pre-season defeat against Chelsea. Edin Ketia and Gabriel Magalhaes are also missing. Elsewhere, Chelsea have re-signed striker Romelu Lukaku for a club record of £97.5 million. After leaving Chelsea in 2014, Lukaku became one of the most prolific strikers in Europe, scoring 87 goals in 166 games for Everton between 2014 and 2017, and 42 goals in 96 appearances during his 2 years at Manchester United before signing for Inter Milan in 2019. The 28-year-old scored 24 goals in Serie A last season, helping Inter to their first Scudetto in 11 years as the club put an end to Juventus' 9-year reign as Italian top-flight champions.
And on that note, all the Telemundo watchers should officially hand over the remote to all the EPL lovers, because EPL begins tonight and I can't wait to watch that match between pitting Arsenal and Brentford. So from us, the KBC Sports Desk, that's all we had for you right here at the Easy Friday. Let's do this all over again next week. My name is Karen Kibet. Do have yourself a good night, but I do hand you back to Fred and Shiksh Arora.
Thank you, Karen Kibet, for the sports news this Easy Friday.
Got a new player, Romelu.
Romelu. Interesting. Now, there's this question you asked on Twitter about what's your favorite Bensoul tune?
Yes, I'd love to know.
So the question read like, what's your favorite song by Bensoul Music? And interesting enough, Bensoul actually has a song called titled Favorite Song.
Yeah. So is your favorite song by Bensoul favorite song? I'd love to know. Get in touch. The hashtag is Easy Friday. Another question from Rebecca Chirotich, who says, what's with Bensoul's love for avocado? We'd love to know. You know, he's always eating avocados on his Instagram page.
I don't eat avocado, by the way.
He loves avocados. We'll ask him that. Quick break. We'll be back. Make sure you don't go anywhere. In fact, drop those questions for Bensoul on hashtag Easy Friday. Anything you'd like to know about him, his journey in the music industry, his favorite song, what's coming up next in terms of his career, what do we expect from Bensoul? Drop those questions. I'll definitely be asking them all.
And this means I have to exit studio. So on behalf of the team that was in charge of this bulletin, my name is Fred Indimuli, wishing you good night.
have your passport and your ticket. You're leaving tonight.
Where are we going?
Lavington.
Nilikuwa nimekamkuuliza ile burungo.
Lakini si unajua kuendagi hivyo.
Ulikola askari.
Toa hiyo ring.
Wacha nini na yeye? Yuko nani na?
Tutizane wakati. Piga hiyo kitu. Piga. Jichunge sana na huyo boy. Unajua hivyo ndio watu ingizwa box ya Kibabylon.
Ni vile unafikiria. Tumetoka worlds tofauti sana. You don't know who I am, you don't know what I do.
A tremendous competitor. He's covered with scars. He's been in these wars and wild, no-holds-barred fights.
This is about real wrestling, guys. Training in the dungeon, sacrificing your life. 24 years of wrestling, and that's, guys, something that nobody in the world understands. The pressure either makes you or breaks you.
Number one method, we'll always be talking about industrial engineering method.
This week on Tech on Tech.
Today we feature a young, brilliant, innovative mind, the CEO of Darasa.
Darasa is an e-learning platform.
We are looking into matters, technology and education.
We bring you tech news from all over the world, outstanding tech features, amazing innovations and inventions. Join us this Sunday and every other Sunday at 4:20 p.m. only on KBC Channel 1.
Wameweka mitego kwenye mapa ila ukinitega sitakata, nitakopa nitalima mama, nitachanga, nitaiba tupendane mpaka kufa. Muziki ya pesa, muziki bila presha. Mama, baby, nakufa, 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 nakufa. Leo siku yako ya kuzaliwa, kula na kunywa na kusazama. Leo niiteni mheshimiwa, baba freshi marashi nimejaa. Maheta wako pale kwenye kona, macho pembeni wakitazama. Ila usiogope, choma picha, kesi baadaye hesabu la.
It's gotta be
DJ Cole Jazz. Best in the game.
Leo siku yako ya kuzaliwa, kula na kunywa na kusazama. Leo niiteni mheshimiwa, baba freshi marashi nimejaa. Maheta wako pale kwenye kona, macho pembeni wakitazama. Ila usiogope, choma picha, kesi baadaye hesabu lawama. Don't be crying on your birthday, mama. Tell them it's your birthday. Stay away from bad vibes and all the drama. Tell them it's your birthday. Go ahead and dip it low, drop it low for your homeboy mama. Tell them it's your birthday. Do what you wanna and be who you wanna, forgive and let it come. Hapa nyuma ukileta shida utapigwa foul. Wengine mavela, wengine jaba, wengine zote wamezichanganya. Mamazi wenyu wanatusorora, ukika vibaya tunapita na mvili baby bado storyteller. Universal charger striker number 9. Only crying on your birthday, mama. Tell them it's your birthday. Stay away from bad vibes and all the drama. Tell them it's your birthday. Go ahead and give it low. Tell them it's your birthday. Do what you wanna and be who you wanna, believe and let it come on. Come on. Imechamba sauti soli na dieria imechamba ipasalo wapwao wakazima mitambo shabiki wakabaki kwenye dance floor na iwe funzo kwao tunaongoza wanafuata nyayo rumba imechamba sauti soli na dieria imechanja karibuni kwenye extravaganza na Kristo alipofika
wakaja na umati, wakageuka kuwa wafuasi, wakaja na madini, wakapata tushazama kwa dini, nyele za kifarasi, lakini sini moto ya makasi, risasi mwendo kasi, dandiani msiwachwe na baa.
Rumba imetamba, sauti soli na dieri ya kumechanja. Karibuni kwenye extravaganza, kaskazini walipofika walifunika. Wakaenda kusini, wakajipata wako kaskazini. Wakaja na makiki, lakini si tukaja na mziki. Wo, wo, wo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hata wazime tatu tazidi kupate. Wo, wo, wo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hizi vitu hazitakangi utia. Na wakiapisha, tunapisha. Na wakifunika, tunafungua. Na wakianika, tunaanua. Na wakisafisha, tunashafua. Rumba imetamba, sauti soli na dieri ya kumechanja. Karibuni kwenye extravaganza, karibuni kwenye extravaganza. Rumba imetamba, sauti soli na dieri ya kumechanja. Karibuni kwenye extravaganza, karibuni kwenye I love you like the sunshine in the morning when I'm yawning, like the scent of love ukipika chai ya majani na mandazi. Such a lovely way to start my day. We getting high as I make you call my name. Tukisikiza ngoma za Bob Marley. Napenda vile una smile usisare, nipatie zeze nikuimbie. I wrote a song na nataka usikie. If you let me sing for you, darling, darling, I will sing your favorite song, because I'm feeling lucky to have you dance along.
your favorite song, baby. Your favorite song. To your favorite song, my love. Your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. To your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. Your favorite song. To your favorite song, my love. Your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. To your favorite song. So let me take you out, treat you like a queen. The sun is out to bless your melanin. Doing your town, I will show you around. Baby, slow down, let me show you to my world. Such a lovely day with my lady. Oh, many just love is what I'm feeling. I bless the day when you came my way. And I promise kuwani takuenzi. Baby, time imefika for 20. And I can see you back to my senses. So won't you let me sing for you? Darling, darling, I will sing your favorite song. Because I'm feeling lucky to have you dance along. Oh love, darling, darling, I will sing your favorite song. Because I'm feeling lucky to have you dance along. To your favorite song, baby. Your favorite song. To your favorite song, my love. Your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. Your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. Your favorite song. To your favorite song, my love. Your favorite song, oh yeah, yeah. To your favorite song.
Love, yeah. Nimepatikana na ugonjwa wa mapenzi. Hapo naniona mimi sijiwezi. Na kulishwa ma good times na masensi. Mapenzi siku za wiki.
You're rocking with the best in the business. It's DJ Kolchaks.
Soul generation. Love, yeah. Nimepatikana na ugonjwa wa mapenzi. Hapo naniona mimi sijiwezi. Na kulishwa ma good times na masensi. Mapenzi siku za wiki sasa zina feel kama ni weekendi. Nikakupewa massage happy ending. But this time around I won't let you go. No, no, no. Cause girl I need your medicine. Nikikuona mama nimepona. Come through we make a scene. Cinema hawajawaiona. I need you 1 times 3. Dosage ya daily. Girl I need your medicine. Your medicine, your medicine. On love, love. Soul generation. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Only love. Only love, only love. Okay. Niko na fever, akini na shiva. La 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 la. Yeah. I need a healer, come be my dealer. La 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 la. Oh yeah yeah. I'm under pressure, be my stress reliever. La 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 la. Love love, nikituma location, je uta deliver. La 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 la. Niko ICU, in ICU. I'm under the flu, but my remedy is you. My night nurse, your fine us is the only answer. Girl, I need your medicine. Nikikuona mama nimepona. Come through and make a scene. Cinema hawajawaiona. I need you 1 times 3. Dosage ya daily. Girl, I need your medicine. Your medicine, your medicine. Lucy, I love you. Lakini kama tuko wengi, tusilazimishe penzi. Lucy, I love you. Lakini kama tuko wengi, don't force it. Yo, Lucy, hizo ni nini nasikia? Eti kuna maboy wanajaribu kukukatia. Na pia kuna vile unawavutia. Ulikuja na mimi wanataka kunigeuzia. Lucia, is there another man in your life? Come tell me stop wasting my time. Ukitaka penzi ni lazima udecide. Ukitaka kwangu ni lazima uwe man. Lucia, alongolongo yako ya kuongo. Unacheki wengi ya
nilazimishe penzi. Lucy, I love you. Lakini kama tuko wengi, don't force it, don't force it. Soul generation, love, yeah. Nimepatikana na ugonjwa wa mapenzi, hapo naniona mimi sijiwezi, na kulishwa ma good times na masensi. Mapenzi siku za wiki sasa zina feel kama ni weekendi, nikakupewa massage happy ending, but this time around I won't let you go, no no no, cause girl I need your medicine. Nikikuona mama nimepona, come through we make a scene. Cinema hawajawaiona, I need you 1 times 3, dosage ya daily. Girl I need your medicine, your medicine, your medicine. Oh, love, love, soul generation. Love, 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 love. Only love, only love, only love. Okay, niko na fever, akini na shiva. La 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 la. Yeah, I need a healer, come be my dealer. La 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 la. Oh yeah yeah, I'm under pressure, be my stress reliever. La 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 la. Love love, nikituma location, je uta deliver. La 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 la. Niko ICU, ICU. I'm under the flu, but no remedy is you. My night nurse, your fight us is the only answer. Girl, I need your medicine. Nikikuona mama nimepona, come through and make a scene. Cinema hawajawaiona, I need you 1 times 3, dosage ya daily. Girl, I need your medicine, your medicine, your medicine. Oh,
All right, this is Easy Friday. I've got Bensol with me finally. I feel like I've waited a lifetime, but he's officially here. And his punishment is that he's going to be here the next week.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
To make sure that we have enough time to do this
100%.
properly,
Yeah.
We have to do this properly.
Yes, yes,
you know,
yes,
I was so excited for today.
Me too, I'm so sorry.
Next week,
Yeah.
you're here. Uko
For sure.
hapa.
Nishasema.
Sawa.
Yeah.
On
I
national
promise.
television.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bensol, how is it? How's it going? How are you today? You started off with Medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite tracks. And your journey has been filled with surprises. But here you are today, a few years later, the face of Soul Generation, the first artist to be signed under Soul Generation. How did it feel when you got that news?
Well, it felt amazing, you know. Finally, somebody appreciated
Yes.
another
Upcoming talent.
Another upcoming talent, upcoming legend. You
yes.
know? Yeah.
Hey, okay.
It's a beautiful thing, actually, that and they've taught me so much.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful journey. Every single day I discovered new things. I learn to become Bensol even a bigger Bensol and a better Bensol.
In fact, just today you released the video of your new song Nakufa.
Yes.
You know, it's been perceived so well. Lots of questions about it. Everyone's like, "Hey, look at Bensol. We've never seen him in this avatar." You know, the husky voice. By the way, I noticed it.
The
low tones.
I actually sing in very low. Like I can go.
Really? That's something we didn't know, because usually we're used to see, you know, hearing you go high. But this particular song, it was different.
Well,
what generated, you know, the idea? Where did it come about?
Well, kind of an inspiration from these rumba styles, you know. I listen to a lot of rumba, and there's some singers who like approach their verses in different ways. So I just decided to experiment with my voice, and here we are.
It worked out so well. Yeah.
Usiniache nitakufa.
Hey.
kila unaponipigia simu lazima nitakuja.
Yeah.
Ukisema nikuje jioni nitanunua chupa. Ai, wacha tu.
You know, like when I first heard it, I actually thought it was Savara because I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, it's Bensoul.
Actually, so many guys actually kind of say we kind of have a similar.
You and Savara, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of different, you know.
Yeah, it is different for sure. But like, you know, when you listen to it, the first thing that comes to your mind, I mean,
but that's a beautiful thing, you know.
Loved it. Yes.
Because Savara is such an amazing.
Oh, he's
ninja.
a talent.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's nice to be compared to him, of course, and
100%.
it's nice that
any day,
you get to be told that you sound like your brothers. Because Sauti Soul, let's be honest, legendary.
Yo.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So we've talked about when you first got the news that, you know, you are going to be signed under Sauti Soul, and then you released singles. So did you always want to go down that direction where you want to start it off with singles? What was your plan of action?
Well, in this music business, you know, sometimes you can decide to go in the single kind of direction.
Yeah.
Or sometimes go into the album direction, depending on how you feel like your audience is resonating with you at that moment. And I felt like how we approached it on our end worked because it had bangers and bangers and bangers and bangers, and then now projects, EPs, and then now collaborations here and there. Yeah, we're just painting the picture every single day.
Every single day, you're telling a story.
You're telling the story, and it has suspense in it. You know, you don't know what to expect. And you don't know what we are going to offer.
I love it. You know, always expect the unexpected when it comes to Soul Generation.
Yes.
Right, so Bensoul, where did the name, the title Bensoul come from? I mean, we know that, yes.
So my music teacher used to tell me that I sing with so much soul.
Oh.
Yeah. So one day I'm in the class and I'm like, okay,
thinking.
Bensoul, you know, my niggas used to call me Bensoul. I was like, Bensoul. So
it was your idea?
Yeah.
This is you.
Bensoul, yeah.
Genius.
But it generated from my music teacher telling me that I sing with so much soul, you know. And that's I feel like she planted a seed in me that she didn't know that she planted a seed in me. Yeah.
So you must give her credit right now. Shout
100%.
out.
Bibiana Gisheru, nakupenda sana. Thank you so much for being such an amazing music teacher, English teacher, and everything. One love, yeah.
Absolutely. Talk to me about your recent video, you know, the song. It was released a few months ago. It did really well. We got to listen to a bit of Daluo. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Luo language is...
It's a romantic language.
It's nearly kind of the national language now.
The language of love.
Yeah. According to my big brother, Okelo Max, you know,
Do you understand it? Do you speak it?
I don't speak it. I don't understand it. But Okelo Max is a proper Luo man. And he can speak, he can write Luo like no one can, you know. And it was a great pleasure actually having me on actually an honor for him to have me on his song. I found him writing the Luo parts, and then I was like, okay, this chorus that you're singing needs some Kiswahili rumba-ish kind of melody, and I added the nakufa nakufa nakufa.
Loved it.
And then the song built up into something
It's such
amazing.
a good blend, to be honest.
Then we found our brother Lioto. We put it together and we just did a video for it, and the video dropped today. So guys, go and watch and support
and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So what do we expect from Bensoul? I mean, you've already just dropped.
We dropped another song. Before actually I speak about Nakufa. There's another song called National Treasure.
Okay.
It's a song that we did for our heroes. You know, the Kenyan team. Those guys have put our name out there, but we really need to speak about them like heavily.
You should appreciate them.
They need statues. They need.
Oh yes.
They need roads to be named after them. You know, because
they make us proud.
Yeah. So this the song that we put out, it's called National Treasure. I did it with a brother of Bien. There's Valerie. There's Zinnia, and then there's Afronautic. Yeah. Sean. Okay. He's around. He's here. Yeah.
Nice.
And the song is just to celebrate and appreciate
our sportsmen
and
women,
and just understand that for you to even put yourself out there and defend your country and work for your country, you're a national treasure.
All right.
Yeah.
I love the idea behind it. Was that your idea?
We kind of
It was a team idea.
It's a teamwork, yeah.
You know, you guys
We
really
live
work
together
well as a team.
For the country, any day, any time.
We actually need such songs. We need more songs of this caliber just to, you know, appreciate the talents that we have in our country, be it sports and business. I mean, there's some pretty talented people here in Kenya, you included. Did you always know you wanted to be a singer? I know, I heard something of you becoming an engineer.
Yeah.
I don't see you as an engineer, ever.
I'm a nerd, yeah. But
okay.
I think from way back, my mother used to tell me that I used to sing to her. Like, I used to get like her cooking stick and play like a guitar and sing to her, like everything. I used to even sing like broadcasting adverts and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like that's where I practiced, and that's where this musicality came from. Yeah.
Wow. So
inspired by my mother and my father. Yeah.
So like, okay, so let's be honest, you know, sometimes our parents want us to become engineers and doctors and lawyers and, you know, jobs that are guaranteed to pay well according to them.
Yeah.
So when you broke the news to her that you want to drop out and you're done with engineering, was she shocked or she was like supportive?
Well, my mother has always been very supportive,
okay.
and I'm grateful for that, you know. And when I told her that I wanted to just do music and concentrate on the music, she was like, do it, my son, you know. Even your pastor told me that this music will take you places where even the studies can't take you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And you listened to her?
Yeah, 100%.
And
you know, I believe in her, and here we are, yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So Bensol, tell me, okay, you know, you've collaborated with some really incredible people. Who are you looking to collaborate with in future?
Yeah, this is me manifesting.
Okay, okay. Go for it. Speak to the universe.
Yeah, like Chronics.
All right.
Yeah. somebody like Damian Marley.
Ah,
you
that
know?
would be fantastic.
Yeah.
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 Any female singers?
Female singers? Her. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so since we're running out of time, we can't let you go without performing your latest. That's Nakufa.
Hey.
So you must give your best, and you know, show your audience, your fans, that you love them through your voice. Let's do this.
Toto ya Pamela Suda na papa Sheri kimula mimi nakufa Aninyajo moko mami doyo fundena Ahero sana pili rundo gawia Nyatijo moka diri lalo gabacha Jotonga dengo tika yudo konruok na Anyway uru monda sunge jabata Upongto mola toti unani malisa Nihisi na wewe milele mpaka kufa Unisalie watoto mama Na kuahidi utokosa Aye idogode monda ketie kone mesa Aseko ye inkora teri mosanyola Mamana Muziki santima Muziki bila jasho Sheri Mama Baby Nakufa, nakufa, nakufa Nakufa, nakufa, nakufa Sheri Mama Baby
Oh, Lord.
Nakufa, nakufa, nakufa Nakufa, nakufa, nakufa
Mama Sheri, usiniache nitakufa Kilo naponipigia simu lazima nitakuja Ukisema nikuje jioni nitanunua chupa mama Lolo, tupendane mpaka kufa
Oh Sheri, mapenzi ya leo naogopa Kwanza warembo wangolopa Wameweka mitego kwenye maba Ulo, ila ukinitega sita
Wait. Hey, those low notes hit hard.
Hey.
They really did, huh?
Yeah, man.
Can't wait for the entire world, not just Kenya, to listen to this music and appreciate, you know, the talent that we've got, not just here in Nairobi, but in Western Kenya. We've got so much
we have
talent.
so much to offer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll do this again.
100%.
He's promised, so he'll be back right here at KBC Channel 1. He's dropped the mic. It's done. He's going to be back. Hashtag Easy Friday. Make sure you tune in. Next week, we'll do this all over again. Until then, good night. Take care. Lots of love. Shiksh, Arora signing out.
Vera Beauty College.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College, with branches in Nairobi, Eldoret, Thika and Meru. Did you know that we are a TVET approved institution? We offer courses in fashion design, interior design in soft furnishing, event decoration, flower arrangement, event planning, hairdressing, barbering and dreadlocks, beauty therapy, makeup, nail technology, spa massages, teaching skills, TOT, solo business management, and many more. Register now and visit our website on www.verabeautycollege.com. You can also call on 0725 923 550 Nairobi branch, 0728 087 689 Eldoret branch, 0722 227428 Thika branch, 0725 000-706 Meru branch. Vera Beauty and Fashion College, a TVET approved institution.
This snake has no venom, but it's clearly not harmless because it's a python and it's incredibly strong.
Those are devils. They need to be killed. So I said, no, I think they need their life. They go to the local mgangas, they die.
The amount of venom that came out of it, minute. This is enough to kill an elephant.
If somebody's afraid of snakes, I am actually the dawa. I know how to get rid of those fear. My name is Boniface Momanyi, and I am a wildlife warrior.
University of Eastern Africa Baraton will be holding its 39th graduation ceremony virtually, commencing on Thursday 12th to the D-Day on Sunday 15th of August 2021 from 9 a.m. Catch the virtual event live on KBC, Baraton TV and Hope Channel. University of Eastern Africa Baraton, a chartered Seventh-day Adventist Church institution of higher learning.
For you. I found her crying by the administration block.
Your teacher, why are you calling lost and found? Just leave me alone.
Such a big woman crying so much in public. Feel free to keep the handkerchief.
Hello. Can I help you?
Finally, someone who speaks my language. I was hoping someone would come and ask that. So, can you?
Hey, I
dirty friend. I know too well not to agree to that at all. Nay, I am not prepared for your evil motives today, Vivian. Please, leave.
Viv! Is Viv? What's her person? Viv!
Classmates, every Saturday on KBC.
So, I have your passport and your ticket. You're leaving tonight.
Where are we going?
Lavington.
Nilikuwa nimekamkuuliza ile burungo.
Lakini si unajua kuendagi hivyo.
Toa hiyo ring.
Wachaneni na yeye. Yuko nani na?
Tutuzane wakati. Piga hiyo kitu. Piga.
Jichunge sana na huyo boy. Unajua hivyo ndio watu ingizwa box ya kibabilo.
Ni vile unafikiria. Tumetoka worlds tofauti sana. You don't know who I am, you don't know what I do.